good people? This is your boy BK, and I'm here because you all said you wanted to learn how to juke. So, I'm going to give you all the basics you need to know to have a solid foundation in the art form known as juking, and then you'll be able to go and create and do whatever you want to do with this awesome dance form. Now, let's begin. Lesson 1. I am going to teach you about the steps. These steps we're looking at. If you watch juking, you know we do a lot of different kind of step patterns. If you've read the books that have been put out about juking, or some of the official vocabulary, I believe they're called footnotes. But you know, growing up, me and my guys, the lingo we use, we just call them steps. When we taught people, we just call them steps. So that's the lingo I'll be using. But just so you know, in case you've already started to study this, then the third, these are also called footnotes. So with steps, there are 3 basic kinds of steps. You have flat foot, you have heel, and you have toe. Now with these steps, these are the basic directions that you can go with the steps. You can step to the front, you can step back, you can step side, or you can cross over behind or cross over in front. Be creative. Go in all kind of different patterns with this. There's a basic pattern that's usually taught, and well, it's taught because it's the most used pattern in history, probably, in juking, which is the L step, which is front, back, cross behind, and then step over. Don't limit yourself to that. I've seen so many people, when they learn it, literally when they step, that's the only step they really do. They just might go cross over, or they might just go back and cross over. They never do anything else with that. Don't limit yourself to that. Literally, when you practice, mix it up. Here's an exercise to mix that up that actually my guy BY, if you kept up with us over the years, that he showed me, which is what he did and what I use after he taught it to me, which is stand on it. If you have a tile floor, awesome. If you don't have a tile floor, envision one. And what you want to do is, every time you make a step, you want to step in a different block. You don't want to step in the same block twice. You want to step in a different block each time. And each time you step in the block, you want to use a different type of step. So if you step flat foot over here, when you make your next step, maybe do a toe. Use your next step, do a heel. And just keep changing it up. That way you'll get used to mixing up your steps. Yeah. So now that we know what steps are and basically how to use them, let's, like any good chef, add some seasoning to this. Let's add some seasoning. So, what is this seasoning? Why add seasoning? Well, here's why you add seasoning. If you're just doing steps, well, they can look kind of cool, but it's gonna be dry because you're just stepping. So, let's add a little flavor to it. So here goes some ways to add flavor. The most common way, which some are gonna disagree with me about this, but I'll get into that a little later. First seasoning, the most basic seasoning, add a bounce to your steps. So while you're stepping, have a little bounce going. That bounce should be like with the rhythm of the music, or on beat, however you feel. Usually the way you bob your head to a song is the way that your bounce is gonna happen. Now, that bounce can be a full body bounce, or you can just keep the bounce in your shoulders. You choose whatever feels more comfortable, whichever looks the best on you. That's what you should use when it comes to any of these seasonings. Another seasoning to use, which is one I really like using, which is I like to rock. So while I'm stepping, it works similar to the bounce, but instead of just bouncing, I'm rocking from side to side or front to back, depending on what I'm doing. Now with the rock, it doesn't even have to bounce with it. You can literally just lean on each step. Just lean into the step, or you can lean away from the step that you're making. Just another option to have. with each step, make it a picture. Don't just do a step. You can make the step, boom. You can dip a shoulder, turn the head with the step. You can point with the step. You know, you can point at the step, point away from the step. You know, make each step its own picture.
Please stand for your problematic anthem.
Welcome back from commercial break, and let's get into part 2 of lesson 1, which honestly is very short. It's pretty simple technique, straight to the point, but it will improve your jooking by leaps and bounds. This technique, pivots. Yes, pivots. Things that are used to help you just, basically change directions. You don't want to just juke in one direction the whole time. You want to give your audience different angles. Give them some different visuals, So with pivots, there are 2 types of pivots. You have heel pivots and you have toe pivots. Now, these same things can be done with one foot. So you can do a heel pivot with one foot, toe pivot with one foot. And now, that also opens up more options. So since you're doing it with one foot, your other foot can do something else, whether it be a toe step or a heel step. You can put it behind you. Mix it up, make it look real crazy. It actually gives the illusion of a spin. You can see a lot of old gangster walkers. They use that a lot. They'll hit a spin, but it's really just a pivot. It's just a heel pivot, and they'll put, a back toe with it, or they'll flip their leg some really cool way, which you will start doing too, because now you know what it is. Pivots. That's it. Told you it was short. What? You want something else?
What did you do? What did you say? Or did you walk or did you run away?
Now that you've gotten the knowledge about each step, you've gotten the knowledge on some of the seasoning to add, let's get to a combo, shall we? I'm going to break it down slow one time, detailing the steps. Then I'm going to do it another time with counts. And then we're going to jump into the music. Rewind the video as many times as you need to before you go to each section. There was something else I was going to say, but I'm sorry, I forgot. Rewind the video as many times as you need to before going into each section. Feel comfortable with the steps before you go into the counts. Feel comfortable with the counts before you go into the music. Because once you get to the music, it might not be as slow as it was when I taught you the counts. So watch it, see where it is, then just go for it. And not only go for it, learn it on both sides. Yes, that is the challenge too. You don't want to just juke on one side of your body. Like, oh, I can only spin on my left foot. Nah. Learn how to spin on your right foot. Learn how to do these kind of steps on both sides. Get that feeling. Be even. And you'll be limitless. But enough talk, man. Get to the combo. Teach them. Let's jump into the combo, shall we? I'm going to break it down nice and slow. Rewind as many times as needed. Okay? Let's begin. And toe step. Neutral, toe step, neutral, going back toe, front heel, crossing front, neutral, then heel pivot, front step, a toe pivot with a front toe, back toe. Now you're going to do a heel pivot, front step, heel pivot, cross behind, heel pivot back out into the toe neutral that we did at the beginning. Really use that beginning step to really get your rhythm and your bounce going. You really want to get, or your rock, if you're using a rock, if you're using the bounce, really let that beginning step really utilize that to really get the feel going. And that's going to carry over into the rest of the dance. and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and try it again. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and try it again.
I'm trying to run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, hey, hey.
Hip-holics.
I'm trying to run up them bands, run up them bands, run up them bands, run up them bands, run up them bands. I'm trying to run up them bands, 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 run up them bands. I'm trying to run up them bands. Me, I'm after the chick, I can't be doing no favors. I'm trying to run up the bands. Young looking grinding like I'm a pro skater. I'm trying to run up the bands. Chef Jackie Chan, I'm kicking flavor. I'm trying to run up the bands. Lord, I can't wait to flex on all of my haters. I'm trying to run up the bands. I'm trying to run up the money. I'm working Sunday to Sunday, looking for it like a hound dog. I got my eyes on the honeys. She love it how I kick flavor. Don't speak much, I'm keeping it player. Once all of my niggas go get the check, it going down like Fraser. Run it up, can't be a runner up. I want the paper, I'm grinding the summer come. And when the summer come, we gonna turn it up. Flex on them who thought they were doing something. Run up the bands until I'm in the new bracket. Racks on me looking like I just got my taxes. Ain't no freebies, want a verse and I'm taxing. Going